Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can see me, if you can hear me, if everything is good, please do let me know in the chat that everything is good. Very nice to see all of you. We'll be discussing the 4-month schedule. If you are starting your preparation now, then what you should focus on for the next 4 months. That is what we'll be looking at in today's session. Now, before we start off, let me tell you that if you're just starting about right now, it is, if I am being very honest with you, it is already being slightly late. Now, I want you to actually understand the significance of it, because if you're starting your preparation in late July, when August is nearly there, then you effectively have around 3.5, maybe at max 4 months remaining. Now, you have to make the best use of it. The reason I'm telling you this is because I don't want you to panic and have anxiety attacks, but essentially you have to basically celebrate each day. Know the worth of that one particular day that you're having and don't waste any day. Somebody who has started preparation for CAT in March, I think even if they miss out on preparation for 1 or 2 days, that is probably okay. But if you have started your preparation now, be very clear that you are already slightly late. So every day is extremely valuable for you and you have to take it that seriously. Vipreet Buddhi is saying, hello sir, is 4 years too much for a 2-year MBA? I don't think 4 years is too much. 3 years and 4 years work experience I think is perfect. It is ideal. It is not a lot. Once it becomes something like say 6 years, maybe starting with 5 years, I think the slope will start decreasing. Maybe at 6 years or 7 years, you should not do, in my opinion, a 2-year MBA. 5 years, I think, is definitely on the borderline. If you have 5 years work ex, maybe if you get a top institute, you can do it. But otherwise, if you have 6 years or 7 years work experience, I think you should consider doing 1-year executive MBA. But 3 years or 4 years is definitely not a lot. I think you are perfect for a 2-year MBA. Good to see you also, Samir Mishra. Beast is saying, sir, in full-time prepare avatam start chestana, please get. Okay, definitely cheptano. In next 4 months, ela use cheskoli, nenu ee stream lo chepta. Royal Enfield is saying, what is the best out of topics to practice in DILR and Krakow study room? Based on what we expected in the last few years, I think especially in CAT 2023, there was a lot of weightage for quant-based LRs and quant-based DIs. So that I think should be your best bet. Focus on quant-based DIs, quant-based LRs. Second is arrangement. Be good at these two. I think they are the most important topics. Good evening, Prashant Varshne. Okay, Nefarious is saying, good evening, sir. My plan is to finish concept videos by August end while doing 1 mock every Sunday, analysis and solving study room questions. Will that be a good plan or too late to finish syllabus? I think that is a fantastic plan. With the amount of time that you have, which is not a lot, if this is what you plan to do, I think you are using your limited time very, very well. You are planning to take 1 mock every Sunday. You want to analyze that mocks also after you finish your mock. So that I think is very good. In addition to it, you are focusing on finishing your concept videos. So that also I think is a good strategy. Just stick to it. People who are enrolled to our Krakow course, I think would know that a batch has started today. If you are not enrolled to the Krakow course also, I think you can download the schedule. I'll show you the schedule that I want you to follow. And this PDF you can download completely for free. We'll post the link for that PDF. You can check out this PDF. This PDF will basically give you the list of topics that you have to prepare every day. For example, if you're looking at today, the batch has started today. So there will be videos which are about, say, I don't think the pen is working properly, but you can basically figure out today over here. Okay, irrespective of what it is showing, for example, you can see 27th July, that is today, we will be having the overview. Tomorrow is the CAT 2024 verbal overview and CAT 2024 DILR overview. On 24th July, the topics that we will be covering are ratio and proportion, mixers and solutions, and allegations. So if you are enrolled to Krakow, then you will get the videos that we have for our batches. But if you are not enrolled to Krakow also, at least stick to the schedule. Whatever course you are enrolled to, you might be enrolled to some other online course, which also is fine. You might not be enrolled to any course, that also is okay. Whatever is your situation right now with respect to the resources, at least download this PDF. This PDF is completely for free. If you just stick to this PDF, at least in the next 2.5 months, the entire syllabus will be covered. So if you don't have access to the Krakow materials, at least ensure that on that particular day, you are following whatever topic we have mentioned. The point of this is that if you stick to this schedule, wherever you are actually reading from, whatever videos you are actually watching, at least the entire portion will be covered. If you are looking at this particular schedule, the way we are approaching it is every single day you will get questions from one particular topic or concepts from one particular topic. So for example, on 24th is, like I mentioned, ratio and proportion allegations, which is part of arithmetic in quant. So if you are a student who has just started preparation, If you have enrolled to Krakow, that is fine, you will get all these materials. If you are not enrolled to Krakow, also that is fine. Spend 24th of July becoming pretty good or researching a lot about ratio and proportion. Try to read any concept notes that you have. Try to watch some videos. There are some videos on YouTube. There are some videos that I myself have done. So try to watch some of the question videos that I have made on ratio and proportion. You can look at some of the streams that I have made. Those also will be helpful. So on 24th of July, just ensure that you spend the entire day in becoming pretty good at ratio and proportion. On 25th of July will be the next topic, which is data interpretation, approximation techniques, and also approach to reading comprehension. So try to see if you can get resources for these things and just stick to the schedule. This way, if you're looking at it, every single day will tell you exactly what is the topic that you have to prepare. So this, I think, is a way in which this PDF will at least ensure that you are on track for your preparation. Let me answer a few questions and then we will, I'll again come back to what is the best way in which you can use the remaining 4 months. Retro is saying, sir, if I just do mocks and analyze them every 2 days, would that be sufficient preparation? I think that is a preparation I've seen which worked with a few people, but I think that is not a good preparation. I personally would not do it. Having said that, I know people who have done very well. I know some guy who has, I think, taken 100 mocks or so. He scored about 99. I interviewed him, so it worked for him. But that is something which probably would not work for me. It would not probably work for most of the students. But if you think it works for you, that I think is okay. Because the way it works for me and what I would advise any student is, mock should be something which you take seriously. If you're taking a mock every other day, you probably won't be very motivated in taking that mock. So probably you would not give your best. It would just become slightly more casual. And in between mocks also, you have to prepare. You have to improve your strengths. If you are finding there is a weakness for you, you have to try to improve in it. So that is the reason I don't want you to overdo mocks. Mock should be a way in which you can decide the direction of your preparation. That is how you should use your mocks. Beyond the familiarizing, hi sir, I'm enrolled to the Krakow course. Will Krakow team provide information when CAT application starts? For example, some colleges form fill up need to be done before CAT, for example, SPGen. We will definitely be providing you updates whenever CAT notification comes or whenever there is an important update which is related to CAT or the important MBA colleges. Any important notification, you should definitely keep checking our Krakow YouTube channel as well as our Krakow website. If there is anything important, we'll definitely update it. AJ is saying, sir, I'm a Krakow student for the 300-day course. Can I still use the 120-day batch? I think you can definitely do it. You will have access to that batch. If you are facing any issue, please do send a mail to support@krakow.in. Vipreet Buddhi is saying, sir, between study room and daily questions, which one should we prioritize? What I would tell a Krakow student is this. If you are enrolled to the Krakow 120-day batch, which has started today, just ensure that you're sticking to that schedule. Like the PDF that we have actually shown you, every day we will be giving you a topic that you have to prepare. And every day in the morning, we will also be sending you a mail with the resources which are needed for those days' work. So ensure that you are sticking to it. You finish all the batch tasks that are assigned to you for that one particular day. Like for example, if we are looking at it every single day, you know what is the topic that you have to prepare. So ensure that, and every day in the morning you will get a mail. So ensure that you are finishing those concept videos. And at the end of every concept video, which I think you would know, but if you don't know, at the end of every concept video, we'll also be giving you questions. Those questions are also very important. Some of the students which I have noticed who don't, I think they do one mistake, which is that they only watch the concept videos and they don't solve the test, which has those questions. I would recommend you to not do it. Definitely do the question videos, questions also, which follow a concept video. Because once you watch a concept video, you feel like you have understood that concept. But only after you solve some questions will you actually gain confidence in that particular concept. So definitely watch the concept videos and do the concept questions, which comes as a part of a test. Once you do that, once you have more time, then do the Krakow daily targets. Krakow daily targets are taken by thousands of students. They are very, very useful. You have that habit of solving tests and solving questions every single day. So first, Krakow batch tasks, the daily schedule that I mentioned. Second is the Krakow daily targets. Then if you have more time, then go to the Krakow study room. That should be the order of priority. You asked me whether you should prioritize study room or Krakow daily tasks. I would say definitely prioritize Krakow daily tasks, the batch schedule, which is part of the email that we send you in the morning. After that, come to the Krakow daily targets. After that, come to the study room. Please do like this stream, guys. We have close to 80 people who are watching this stream live. I want to get to at least 80 likes. Sri Mukesh is saying, sir, I'm a complete Krakow student. In LRD, I'm able to complete only arrangements and puzzles till now. Am I too late? I'm a little bit worried. I don't think you're too late. I think it is actually pretty good. Arrangements, like I mentioned earlier, is one of the important topics. Arrangements along with quant-based LR and quant-based DI is an important topic. So if you're doing well in arrangements and puzzles, you're doing well in at least one important part of DILR. So that is definitely a plus point. Don't worry too much. Focus on downloading the Krakow previous year's papers. Download those PDFs and solve the LRDS from there. You gain a lot of confidence when you solve the LRDS from previous year's papers. Any discount for original Krakow member? Definitely we give discounts. We have a lot of discounts that are on offer. Normally for previous year's Krakow students, we give discounts. We also give discounts for students who have scored well in CAT in the earlier years. So if you are looking for any sort of discount based on your academic profile or on the basis that you have enrolled to Krakow last year, please do send a mail to support@krakow.in. If you send a mail to support@krakow.in, somebody is going to respond back to you with the best possible discount which will be available for you. Abin Sunny is saying, sir, 83, 88, 8.9, Krakow 150-day batch, target percentile. I think your profile is pretty good. You scored above 18 all the important examinations right from your 10th, 12th and undergraduation. So you have done quite well there. I don't know whether you are an engineer or a non-engineer, whether you are a general category or not. But normally, I think for you, with the academic profile that you have, if you can score above 99.4, 99.5, you can expect a lot of shortlists. Viprit Buddhi is saying, sir, okay, not scoring good in mocks. For greater than 3 years work ex, what should be the realistic target that I should set? 898, GEM 35 months I'm assuming. Work ex in CAT form, third attempt. I think your profile is good. You have 8 and 9 and 8. That I think is pretty good. A very solid, consistent academic profile. You have close to 3 years work ex. Again, pretty solid. 3 years work ex and 4 years work ex, I think is the peak. So I think you have done well till there. I think you have to aim for, if you're a general category engineer male, I think you have to aim for 99 plus to get good shortlist. Even 98 plus you can get shortlist from MDI, IITs and those kind of things. But if you're looking for the top shortlist, I think you should definitely aim for 99 point, maybe 99 plus, maybe 99.5 plus. Praveen Raj is saying, sir, daily do we need to solve RC? Have you mentioned in that PDF? Let me show you that PDF so that I can discuss at least the verbal section in more detail. Let me see first how to get the pen working. For some reason my pen is not working, which is interesting. I think I need to switch the color, but it's okay. It is what it is. So if you're looking at this PDF and if you are having an issue with respect to verbal, suppose you are a student who is doing well in quant and LRDA and you are struggling in verbal. If you're following the PDF, just go and download this PDF. And if you're looking at the PDF, the way we look at verbal is this. On 23rd July, that is tomorrow, we want you to do the CAT 2024 verbal overview. What it essentially means is at least download the previous year's papers, try to get a sense of what are the kind of RCs that are asked. All this is for somebody who is not enrolled to the Krakow courses. So anybody who is enrolled to the Krakow courses will get those videos of the verbal overview and the concept videos. But suppose you are not enrolled to the Krakow courses, you just want to use the free resources. This is for them. For them, I would say that tomorrow spend the entire day trying to figure out what is the kind of, distribution of questions that are asked in verbal. So you should get a good sense of what are the kind of RCs that are asked. In the last 3-4 years, you should get an idea of what are the sources from which these RCs are asked. So at least make a table where you figure out that, okay, in CAT 2023, there are 3 slots. Each slot will have 4 RCs. And in each RC, what is the source of that RC? Try to figure it out. Try to download them so that you get an idea of what are the types of RCs that are asked. Is it a philosophical RC? Is it a science and technology RC? Is it a conceptual RC? Those kind of details, try to get a sense of it. Once you do that, the next verbal topic we'll be having is on 26th of July, which I think is 3 days later, where we'll be going in depth about informative reading comprehensions, scientific reading comprehensions, and approach to RC. Now try to see if you can get access to any resources. Again, if you are enrolled to Krakow, you'll get a mail in the morning with all the videos and all the concept videos. But if suppose you are not enrolled to Krakow, even then you can try to find out resources. You will have some resources on YouTube, you will have some resources on the net. Try to see if you can cover these three important topics. So you should get a rough idea about what are the kind of scientific RCs that are asked. At least in the last 4-5 years, there have been many scientific RCs that were asked. So if you are a student who is trying to prepare on your own, at least one of the things that you can do definitely is try to solve the scientific RCs from the CAT previous year's papers which are asked recently. At least in the last 4-5 years, every single year you will get at least one scientific RC from each slot. At least more or less it will be there on an average. So at least that you should do. Where on the day of the schedule, which is on 26 July, if you're sticking to this schedule, and if you don't have access to the materials that we mentioned, at least try to use the free materials in such a way that you are sticking to that schedule. So on 26 July, I want you to solve at least 2 or 3 scientific RCs, maybe 1 or 2 informative reading comprehensions. So that you feel that, okay, on this particular day, the PDF has asked me to solve these RCs, I have at least stuck to that schedule. The next would be, again, if you are looking to following this schedule, the next would be, I think, on 31st of July, where we will be looking at this negative tone RCs. So try to see if there are any RCs. Again, there are a lot of materials which are available on YouTube. If you are a free student, also you will be able to access some of these videos on YouTube. Try to see if you can get any of these RCs on negative tone, any RC which is critical, any RC which is criticizing a lot. So try to see and stick to this schedule that we have actually given. Let me go back and try to answer some of the questions that you might be having. Tanvi Sharma is saying, okay, what can be done to improve LRDA? I mentioned the things that you should do to improve an LRDA. I'll first ask the students who are actually watching this to reply back to it. If you are somebody who is just started preparing for CAT, what are the two best resources to prepare for LRDA? Anybody who has watched my streams, I would want them to answer. What are the 2 best resources for you to practice LRDS? Shibu Prakash, yes, I think Krakow mocks are very similar to the actual CAT. We put in a lot of effort to try to mimic the kind of questions that are actually asked with respect to the distribution, the topics that are asked, the difficulty level, all of them. Tejatya, Nachiketa, Abhin Sunni, Samir Mishra, Sri Mukesh, Himanshu, all of you are actually completely bang on point. In my opinion, the 2 best resources for practicing LRDS are, one is the previous year's papers. And previous year's papers for CAT are completely available for free. Even if you are a student who is not enrolled to any of the courses, you can download the CAT previous year's papers completely for free. In fact, you can download them on our Krakow website itself. Just go to the CAT previous year's papers and download the PDFs for all the slots. Store them in one directory. That is a very good resource for you to practice CAT level DILRs. That I think should be the first thing that you should do. Every day, try to solve 2 or 3 LRDIs from the CAT previous year's papers. And the PDFs on our website at least also give you the link for video solutions. So if you're stuck in any LRDI, put in effort if you're not able to solve them. Even then you can get the link for the DILR video solution. Just click on that link, you'll get the video solution directly. You'll be redirected to that page. That I think is the best resource. The second best resource is the Krakow daily targets. Every day in Krakow daily targets, we give one test in quant, one LRDI set, and one reading comprehension. All of them will have video solutions. So anybody who is enrolled to the Krakow daily targets should definitely take them. Every day, thousands of students take the Krakow daily targets. Yesterday, I think 7,700 daily targets were taken. So a lot of them actually take it. They're very, very useful. That I think is the second best resource for you to prepare for DLRs. Sri Mukesh is saying Krakow DLR mocks are just awesome. Thanks a lot, Sri Mukesh. We put in a lot of effort to give you diverse type of LRDS. Himanshu, he's asking if I diligently follow the schedule, can I achieve 90 percentile? Have started preparing 1 month earlier. I think if you stick to the schedule, what I can tell you is simple. I'll tell you that you will be performing to the best of your ability. Now, whether you will score 90 percentile or not is not in my hands. It depends also on other variables, like how well you perform on that day. It will also depend on how your percentile is right now. What is your potential right now? If your potential right now is unfortunately at around 30 percentile, improving to 90 percentile I think is difficult. If you are scoring around 50 percentile, even from 50 to 99 in 4 months, in my opinion, is pretty difficult. But if you're already scoring around say 80 percentile, jumping from 80 to 99, I think is definitely possible in the next 4 months. If you stick to the schedule diligently, don't have any backlogs, ensure that whatever topics we are giving, you are following it. Ensure that when we send the mail every day and ask you to watch a particular set of videos and solve a particular set of questions, you solve all of them on that particular day itself. This schedule we prepared after putting a lot of effort. The schedule also has gaps. If you have noticed it, we don't give you all of the topics immediately. We give breaks between quant, one day quant, next day verbal, next day LRDA, because what we believe is that people take time to understand these concepts. Like if you look at a concept for the first time, you will be slightly familiar with it, but your subconscious will take some more time to actually understand it very well. That is the reason the schedule is designed in a particular way. So we don't want you to have any backlogs. One mistake that many people actually make is, especially working students, they tend to not study during the week and they try to slog a lot during the weekends. That I don't think is an efficient way of working, because there is only so much that you can understand in a particular day. Your brain also will get tired. You won't be very efficient. So try to avoid doing that. Just stick to the schedule. I think you will perform pretty well. Okay, Rahul wants me to review his profile. Can you post your profile again once again, Rahul? I'll try to review it. Vipreet Buddhi is saying, sir, how to improve speed? During dashcards, I'm barely able to solve a set in LRDA and 7 questions in quant. How to fix this issue? Vipreet Buddhi, unfortunately, there is no magic pill. I can't tell you that, okay, if you're getting 7 questions correct in quant, do this one thing and from next mock, you will be getting 15 questions correct. Unfortunately, that won't happen. What I can tell you is the process. What I have noticed in my experience is that if you are getting, say, 7 questions, if your speed is such that you are getting 7 questions, you're able to attempt 7 questions in quant. To go from 7 to 8, between mocks, I want you to solve 100 quant questions. So suppose on an average, you're able to solve 7 quant questions now. Go back and you just keep solving a lot of quant questions. Before you take the next mock, try to solve 100 quant questions. Then if you take the next mock, from 7, your speed will increase to 8. If you want to go from 8 to 9, I want you to go back and again solve another 100 questions. The more questions you solve between mocks, the more questions you will actually be able to attempt in the mocks. Okay, Bani Sharma is saying, I have no background in mathematics, left it in class 10th. I have decided to give CAT exam today itself. I want to self-study. What should I do? I think that is fine. If you are looking to prepare on your own without any resources, also I think it is fine. CAT is an examination where you can do it. It will become slightly difficult, but it is possible. I know people who have done it. So it is not mandatory that you have to buy a course or enroll to a course to prepare for CAT. If you buy a course or enroll to a course, I think it will become slightly easier. But at the end of the day, it also depends on how much effort you put in. Having a course is not the magic pill that is going to get you 99% or 99.5%. It at the end of the day depends on how hard you are working. So if you're looking to self-study, the first thing I would tell you is very simple. Download the PDF that we have given for you. This PDF that we actually mentioned, the PDF that I'm actually showing. This PDF can be downloaded for free. You don't need to enroll to any of our courses to download this PDF. And try to ensure that every day that we are mentioning, whatever topic we are mentioning, you try to find resources for that particular topic and every single day prepare that one particular topic. You can maybe if you have the resources, take a printout, put that printout in your room, and so you know what is the topic for the next day. Try to accumulate the resources for that one particular topic so that the next day you don't waste time. Try to accumulate resources in that particular way. You can find resources on YouTube. I myself have done a lot of streams on these topics where I solve a lot of questions. Try to see if you can download any formula sheets, any formula PDFs. Try to understand these particular things. If you have some books, maybe try to go through those books. But stick to this schedule, because I believe in sticking to schedule. If you stick to the schedule, you'll also gain the confidence that you have covered the entire topic. You have covered the entire syllabus. So that is the one thing that I would recommend you to do. If you're preparing on your own, that is completely fine. Just ensure that from whatever resource you're preparing, you are at least doing the same topics on these particular days that we have mentioned. Praveen Raj is saying, sir, when to take mocks you are not mentioned in this PDF. No, in this PDF we will mention the mocks. Mocks are mostly during the weekends. If you have seen the PDF, I think we mentioned the mocks in the weekends. That is when we actually cover the revision videos and the weekly revision test as well as mocks. Mocks mostly are done during weekends, either on Saturday or on Sunday. You can see them, my pen is not working, but you can see whenever in any of the rows you see a lot of these. Whenever you are seeing those big rows, that is basically when we are asking you to do the weekly revision test in the mocks. I'm just highlighting this. It looks like I'm kind of erasing it, but this is basically the days which are the weekly revision videos as well as mocks and sectionals. Ransom Play Racing, sir, I was scoring 90 percentile in mocks in April. Now I'm going blank in Q and DILR and scoring in 50 range. Can I get 95 percentile in CAD? My projected percentile is 96. I think that is fine. If your projected percentile is 96, you have very good chance of scoring 95 percentile. Especially if you have scored 90 percentile in mocks earlier, there is no reason why your percentile will plummet to 50 percentile. I think mostly it is about anxiety and having panic attacks during the mocks, because of which you are underperforming. The thing is, in CAT, I also expect you to figure out how to calm yourself down. It is a very important instinct, or it is an important quality that managers should have. Managers should know how to calm themselves down, because the entire team will look up to the manager. So the manager has to first be calm himself so that he can calm down everybody else in the team. So it is that way I think I would want you to look at even the CAT examination. Maintaining your calm, maintaining your composure, holding your nerves, all of these are also important qualities that are actually tested in this examination. Okay guys, I'll answer one more question before ending this stream. If you have any doubts or anything, please do like the stream, guys. We have 85 people who are watching this stream live. We have only 60 likes. Let us get to at least 80 likes before we end the stream. So please go ahead and click that like button. Please respond, sir. Sai Kiran Kotak, can you post your doubt again? If you post your doubt, I'm looking at the chat, I'll answer it. Okay, Rahul, I'll review your profile. I know that you posted it. Okay, Rahul is saying my profile is 62, 85.4, 75.5, BCom graduate in 2023, general, non-engineer, no work ex. Sir, if I aim for 100 percentile, if I will get 100 percentile, then will I get a call from ABC? I think you'll definitely get a call from ABC. In my opinion, because you're a non-engineer, at least I may give shortlist to the top 50 students from that particular discipline. So if you're in the top 50 BCom students who has attempted CAT, you will get a shortlist. And top 50 students in BCom, in my opinion, will be around say 99.5. So if you score about 99.5 as a BCom student, I think you can expect a call from IMA. With respect to your profile, I think you have done well in your 12th. I lost your profile, but I think you scored 62 in your 10th, which is not ideal. You should have at least scored above 70, but 62 is definitely on the lower side. Your 12th is good, where you scored 85.4, and I think your BCom was in the 70s, which I think is okay. That is not bad, but only your 10th score I think is slightly on the lower side. The plus point or the advantage is that you're a non-engineer, so you're going to get academic diversity points. The second thing is you asked for IIM ABC call. At least IIM A, like I mentioned earlier, gives shortlist to the top 50 students who have done in that particular academic discipline, which will be BCom. So I think if you score 99.5, you should get a shortlist. Somebody sent a super chat, Divij Mehundra. Thanks a lot, Divij. Let me read his chat. Hello, sir. If I diligently take your course, how much time will I need every day at a minimum? Cause I work? Divij, I'll be honest with you. If you had enrolled to our course in March, I would have said daily 1 to 2 hours is sufficient. Right now, if you are just starting now, the course will demand at least 3 hours, man. Okay. I know that you work. I know that people actually tell me this, but what can I tell you? If you have just 4 months left, you have to put in at least 3 hours every day. And our course also expects that. Every day 3 hours, slightly longer during the weekends is important, because people are working hard. Your competitors, again, this sounds bad, but that is how it is. Your competitors are working hard. The number of seats are limited. People are working hard, so I want you also to work hard. And daily 3 hours if you put in, that is sufficient. And I want you to put in more effort during the weekends. What I can advise you is, if you are working, you can definitely try to take out 3 hours. If you think about it, You need around 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Maybe you'll need 7 to 8 hours at work, but you still have around 7 to 8 hours left. And from those 7 to 8 hours, your top priority has to be preparation for CAT. That is it, and that is the most important thing for the next 4 months. If you really ask me, it is just for 4 months. It should be something like doing a tapasya, where you think about it. Every single waking moment, you have to schedule your day around those 3 hours of CAT preparation. So you have to sacrifice certain things. You have to sacrifice social outings. You have to sacrifice going to movies. You have to sacrifice going to restaurants. You have to sacrifice your social life for 4 months. But that is important. And if you're a working student, my advice is always simple. I want you to finish your preparation early in the morning. Finish it off early in the morning so you don't have any anxiety during the day. You know that I did my job, I had a productive morning, so you can actually enjoy, be happy during the entire day. On the other hand, if you put off your study preparation, those 3 hours during the night, I think it messes up your entire schedule. First of all, during the entire day, it is always at the back of your mind that you have to prepare after going home. And if you, for some reason, you are tired or something like this, you also become inefficient. Secondly, there might be something which might come up. You don't know, some important meeting which gets delayed. Maybe you have to go and visit your parents. Something or the other might come up. And then you might miss out on that daily schedule, and then you will have backlogs. Once you start having backlogs, especially in our course, many students actually tell me that, okay, I have like say 4 days backlog, I have 5 days backlog. And because of that backlog, I am not getting that motivation to do even 2 days schedule. That again is like a vicious cycle. So for all of these reasons concerned, my advice is if you're working, try to take 3 hours out of your day and prepare in the morning. Just get it done with and then enjoy your day. If you're going for work, go for your work. Come back home, sleep early, wake up early, study for 3 hours and then go to work. That way, do it for 4 months, not a lot. And it is important. CAT is a very important examination. It is also pretty life-changing. If you do well in the examination, you'll get a lot of career opportunities. So it is a sacrifice for just 4 months, but you should have that discipline. Okay guys, we have 82 students who are watching our stream live. Please do like the stream. We have around 80 likes, so that is pretty good. Because of that, I'll answer one more question. Okay. Sir, if I purchase mocks now, should I start with the head start or dash cat, or even that should I solve dash cat 1 or according to the mock schedule? I would tell you that if you have just enrolled to our Krakow mocks, start with the head start mocks. The reason for the head start mocks is because they are slightly on the easier side. They are kind of like warming you up for the actual mocks. So do 2 or 3 head start mocks, get used to them, and then ensure that you are following the schedule of the mocks. That is, if you are enrolling to Krakow mocks now, we'll be having dash cat 7 this weekend. So start with dash cat 7. Do 1 or 2 head start mocks just to get warmed up and then start with dash cat 7. And whenever you get time, finish off the earlier mocks. Thank you for telling us the truth. Tough love at the end of the day is the most motivating. Okay, thank you, man. Thanks a lot. Basically, I think the way I look at it is all of you are adults. Like there is a difference between CAT and IIT-JEE. IIT-JEE, I think people when they take it, they are also young. They are also slightly, they haven't seen the world. But by the time CAT comes, many of you are actually working, or you would be finishing your graduation and you would be looking to join the corporate world. So at that time, you have to look at the realities. These are basically the harsh realities. Okay, I'll answer one last question before ending the stream. Shafreen Khan is saying, sir, I have around 60% in 10th and 12th, okay. 67% in graduation, okay. Non-engineer, I have 1.5 years work ex with a good organization. I'm targeting new and baby amps. Given my profile, how much percentile should I chase? I'll tell you the good things and I'll tell you the bad things about your profile. The good things are you are a non-engineer, so you'll get academic diversity. You're also a girl, so you'll get gender diversity marks. This is especially useful in the new and baby amps that you're targeting because they have a lot of diversity marks. So that is the good thing. The not so good things are your 10th score is 60, 12th also is 60, graduation is 67. Ideally, if both your 10th and 12th were above 70, I think then I would have said that is a decent profile. But both of them in 60s will hurt you. So you will have to make up for it by doing well in actual CAT. With your profile, I think to be on the safe side, I want you to target 98 percentile plus in CAT. If you can score 98, 98.5, I think you'll get most of the shortlist from new and baby apps because of your profile. I think then you can do well and prepare well for the interviews. So my analysis is, for your profile, you should target 98, 98.5 percentile. The thing is, whatever stream I do, it always ends up as the profile review stream. We have actually done a podcast on profile reviews. We'll be releasing it in the next 1-2 days. You should definitely check it out, where we discussed a lot about this profile reviews. I'll answer one last question from Sri Mukesh, which is, sir, hi sir, how to strategically improve the number of attempts in VRC? Right now, able to attempt only 2 RCs with 80% accuracy. I think one thing you have to do is, between mocks, you should read a lot of articles, and you should do it as a daily habit. Like I mentioned earlier, you should have a list of RC sources from which RCs were asked in the last few years of actual CAT, and try to bookmark those sources and try to read 1 or 2 articles from each of those sources every day. So every day I want you to read 4 or 5 articles. Once you do that, your comprehension speed improves. Many times you will have that habit where you read that article and you know the crux of that article immediately. So once you inculcate that habit, I think you will be able to attempt more RCs over the course of your preparation. You still have 4 months. So if you do this every day, even then I think organically your speed will improve. So just have that habit of reading articles on a daily basis. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Please do like the stream. Let us try to get 100 likes.